Live from New Delhi, you're watching India Celebrates Diwali. I'm Mark Lynn. Namaskar and wishing each and every one of you a very happy and prosperous Diwali. So coming up in the next 30 minutes. India celebrates Diwali. Lord Ram's birthplace, Ayodhya, leads the nation by lighting a record number of earthen lamps. Prime Minister Modi celebrates Diwali with soldiers on the India-Pakistan border in Kutch, Gujarat. Cities across the world celebrate Diwali. Kathmandu, London, Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, Tokyo are all lit up with festivities. Indian and Chinese troops exchange sweets at posts along the line of actual control in Ladakh. Well, millions across India are celebrating Diwali, the festival of lights, one of the most significant events in the Hindu calendar. And this year, Diwali falls on Thursday, with some regions, in fact, observing it on Friday. Celebrations include lighting oil lamps and worshipping Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, symbolizing light over darkness and good over evil. Fireworks are traditionally part of the festivities, though some states have imposed restrictions due to air pollution concerns, especially in northern India. And the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi celebrated Diwali with the brave soldiers who are deployed on the India-Pakistan border in Gujarat's Kutch. During his visit, the Prime Minister offered sweets to the Border Security Force soldiers. Now, Prime Minister Modi has made it a tradition to celebrate Diwali with military personnel at various places across the country since he came to power in 2014. Every year, Prime Minister Modi visits military facilities where he interacts with soldiers and celebrates the festival with them. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday lauded the BSF Jawans who are stationed at the Indo-Pakistan border in Gujarat's Kutch, where he celebrated Diwali with the Prime Border Guard Force of India, that's the BSF. And he said because of their vigil, no one has the courage to look towards this region. And the Prime Minister stressed that the government has never compromised with even an inch of India's land.
आज देश में एक ऐसी सरकार है जो देश की सीमा के 1 इंच से भी समझौता नहीं कर सकती। एक समय था जब डिप्लोमेसी के नाम पर सर क्रीक को छल से हड़पने की पॉलिसी पर काम हो रहा था। मैंने तब गुजरात के मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में भी देश की आवाज को बुलंद किया था। और इस क्षेत्र में आज मैं पहली बार नहीं आया, मैं इस क्षेत्र से परिचित रहा हूं, कई बार आया हूं, बहुत आगे तक जाकर के आया हूं। इसलिए आज जब हमें जिम्मेदारी मिली है तो हमारी नीतियां हमारी सेनाओं के संकल्पों के हिसाब से बनती है। हम दुश्मन की बातों पर नहीं, हमारी सेनाओं के संकल्पों पर भरोसा करते हैं।
Made by India in exporting defense equipment to several parts of the world. Well, the Prime Minister The Prime Minister also extended his Diwali greetings to soldiers as well. Well, on the occasion of Diwali, Indian and Chinese troops on Thursday, they exchanged sweets at several border posts along the line of actual control in Ladakh. These are the visuals from Chushul Moldo border meeting point in eastern Ladakh. And these are the visuals from Kongka La Pass on the India-China border. Indian and Chinese army also exchanged sweets at Daulat Beg Oldie in Ladakh. And soldiers of the Indian and Chinese armies, they also exchanged sweets at the Karakoram Pass. Well, the Jawans of the Indian Army celebrated Diwali with the people in Baramulla. To mark the festive occasion, the Jawans performed Lakshmi Puja. They sang Lakshmi Ganesh Aarti and also burst crackers. Duty and celebration go hand in hand as troops remain on high alert along the LOC to prevent any misadventure from across the border. Well, Atlanta and Georgia is all decked up for Diwali celebrations, from stores selling items of Diwali festivities to temples getting ready for community gatherings. DD India correspondent Shubhendu Ghosh reports.
Amidst the bustle of the presidential elections, the US is gearing up to celebrate Diwali from the White House to different parts of the country. In Atlanta, Georgia, we visit a grocery store near the downtown area. It was well stocked with items of Diwali festivities like crackers, diyas, decorative items, and idols of gods and goddesses.
We are excited about Diwali. Definitely we're gonna go to the temple and celebrate Diwali with the Indian community. We feel like homely. I would say it's not like we are so far from India.
Next to the grocery store was an Indian restaurant that had prepared special delicacies for the Diwali festivities. In the evening, we visit the famous Babs Swaminarayan temple. The temple is the center of community life here.
This mandir is very, very important to the Indian society, Indian community. We are bonded, we find our roots in the Indian culture. This is very, very important, particularly for the young generation, to learn about our culture, stay connected with our culture, and be proud of our culture.
Diwali is our subcontinental festival. This temple is our Georgia's heritage.
Happy Diwali!
The temple is renowned for organizing Diwali celebrations that span over many days.
There may be a time difference of about 9.5 hours between Atlanta and Ayodhya. There is no difference in the spirit of Diwali celebrations. Just as Indian Americans are located all over United States, similarly, the light from the Diwali lamps illuminate the whole of America. With camera person Jayashankar, Shubhendu Ghosh for DD India in Atlanta.
And Subina Roy now joins us from Dibrugarh in Assam, and Akshay Dongre is joining us from Delhi. Let us talk to both of them. Well, Subina, what is unique about Diwali celebrations in Assam?
Yes, Mark, happy Diwali to you. First of all, it's an extremely auspicious occasion for Assam, and especially when the whole world is celebrating Diwali. What is unique in the eastern part of India is that Kali Puja is prevalent in Assam, Orissa, West Bengal particularly. And we are here in a small place, a remote place in Tinsukia district, where you can see a Parar Puja is happening, a Kali Puja. You can see behind my backdrop that Kali Ma is being worshipped by the ladies out here. Now, the mythological, if you look at the mythological relevance, according to the 10 Mahavidyas of Ma Durga, Kali is the most powerful form of Ma Durga. And it was during, mythologically, if you talk about it, Rakta Bija was a demon whom to kill Ma Durga to the form of Kali, and she drank every drop of blood. But because the demon would multiply with every drop of blood, so she would drink, every drop of blood, and that's how she destroyed the demon Rakta Bija. And that's how Ma Kali started being worshipped. And it was in the 16th century that a sage called Arjun dreamt about Ma Kali, that she will be worshipped. And during the 19th century, Ramakrishna Paramahansa populated Ma Kali Puja in the eastern part of India.
Indeed, happy Diwali to you, Subina. And let's go across to Akshay. Happy Diwali to you, Akshay. To what extent has the national capital managed to balance celebrations as well as the issue of air quality?
Well, very happy Diwali to you, to Mark, to Subina, and to all of our viewers. That's a complicated question, Mark, because when it comes to celebrations here of Diwali, especially here in New Delhi, firecrackers have always been part of the celebrations that have taken place, that have evolved as far as the national capital is concerned. Yes, in the recent years, we have seen that due to the stubble burning in certain states and the kind of temperature there is during these months of November and December, the air movement is not much, and that is why the pollution coming in from stubble burning usually accumulates over the areas such as Delhi and NCR region, that is the National Capital Region. Along with other North Indian states. That has been a problem, but the government has put a ban on firecrackers. There have been action going on in terms of police action, of crackdown on firecrackers, as well as prevention, awareness drives that have been going on across the national capital. It has yielded results, but if you look around, there are some people who get carried away a bit and, use the firecrackers perhaps that they had bought earlier, or they got from somebody as gifts from other states, because even selling firecrackers is banned here in Delhi. However, the celebrations have been going on for the past few days, be it the Choti Diwali, which is a day earlier to Diwali, and today, and then following festivities will continuously go on. So this is in fact a season of festivals here in India, especially in North India, where people celebrate one after another festival, including Bhai Dooj, that is a festival between brothers and sisters, and there is a Govardhan Puja. So a number of festivals here. Then in southern part, there are different kind of festivities, even in the northeast, and if you go towards the northeastern part, there are other kind of festivities. So this period is considered absolutely, Mark, absolutely. And that is how it's being celebrated.
Right. Thanks very much, Akshay Dongre and Subina Roy, for putting this into context for us, explaining the significance of the celebrations as well as, how the celebrations are taking place. But we're going to go across now to our international correspondents. We'll be speaking to Vinod Kumar, who will be joining us from Dubai. And from Atlanta, we just saw his report. Shubhendu Ghosh is going to be joining us to give us a flavor of how Diwali is being celebrated across the world. The Indian community is, getting larger and larger in different parts of the world. And these are two areas where the Indian community is strong, especially in the UAE and, of course, in Atlanta and Georgia. So let's go across first to Vinod, who's joining us from Dubai. Vinod, with such a large Indian community in the UAE, Diwali must be quite a grand celebration there. Happy Diwali to you, by the way, first, before I start. Yes.
Thank you, Mark. Happy Diwali to you and our viewers. Yes, you pointed it correct. We have more than 3.6 million resident Indians right here in the UAE, spread across all the 7 Emirates, and they're most focused on the Emirate of Dubai. And here in Dubai, Diwali is not just any other festival, but it's a grand celebration of India in which each and every corner of this emirate is getting lit up with the festive lights. Now you can see behind me all the buildings. Right behind the buildings, you can even see, if you zoom out, you can even see the Burj Khalifa is getting lit up with LED lights and diyas. And here, the celebrations are spread across all the nook and corners of Dubai. This place is known for its economics, trade and commerce, and things to do with trade. You can see that the e-commerce websites, the malls, other landmarks, city centers are all lit up with Diwali colors, rangolis, and other festive and decorative items put up for sale. Even the mom and pop shops that you find near your houses, they are all lit up with festive colors, and things of Diwali are on sale, like diyas, like our traditional handicrafts, rangoli colors, and all the saleable items. Here there is a heritage area called Alsi. The last 2 days there was some bursting firecrackers in Alsi, and here the time is only 6:15 now. Within another 15 minutes, the place where I'm standing, it's called Mini India. It's called Dubai. Most of the well-to-do Indians in Dubai are staying in this area. Right behind me, in another 1 hour, the entire skies will be lit up with firecrackers. And this is a bustling metropolis, and it's going to be a spectacular show that I'll be reporting in another 1 hour. And as you see right on the screen, we had this puppet show in Al-Sif. It's a heritage area and global village. And there is a mall by the name Festival City Mall. Today is a day where the Festival City Mall will be lit up with fireworks, fountain shows, and Indians will be throwing, and they'll be exchanging sweets not only with their Indian counterparts but with other foreigners. In Dubai, this festival is not a festival only of Indians, but it has transcended the borders, and it has earned an inclusivity factor into it. And you must also note that UAE is one country where there is a minister of tolerance. Indians do celebrate Diwali much better in Dubai, maybe, than in India.
Okay, that's wonderful to hear. Let's go across to Georgia, Atlanta. Happy Diwali to you, Shubhendu. Far away from home, but you've got a home there, it looks like. What's the Diwali atmosphere like in Georgia? Has it become like, a semi-American festival?
Well, Mark, greetings to you from Atlanta, and a very happy Diwali to you and all our viewers. That's right, I'm about 13,000 kilometers away from home, but it doesn't look like that as far as Diwali preparations and Diwali vibe, if I may use that word, is concerned. The temples here are all decked up. There's a very strong Indian-American community based here in Georgia.
I need to stop you there because my producer is playing out some visuals of the Prime Minister greeting President Draupadi Murmu on the occasion of Diwali. These visuals have just come in. This happened a short while ago. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calling on President Draupadi Murmu and greeting her on the occasion of Diwali. Prime Minister, of course, spends Diwali with Jawans, and he was in Gujarat on the Kutch border, actually, with Pakistan, and celebrated Diwali with the Border Security Force officers there. He was also earlier at Kewadia, which was also in Gujarat, for the National Unity Day today, where he addressed the nation. The Prime Minister also going on to greet the Vice President on the occasion of Diwali, and wishing Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar a very happy Diwali, as we can see on the screen here. Prime Minister visiting both President Draupadi Murmu and the Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar on the occasion of Diwali. Well, let's go back to Shubhendu. Sorry for interrupting you, Shubhendu, but you understand how it is. Visuals just keep coming in. So go ahead.
Of course, Mark, so I was telling you that Diwali is very, very special for the Indian American community here. In Georgia, it's a 160,000 strong Indian American community. The temples are all decked up. There is a difference of 9.5 hours between Delhi and Atlanta. So in that sense, it's still morning here. It's a working day. People are going about their days. But as the evening descends, people would be flocking the temples, and there are very special programs that are lined up in every temple. Right now, I am at ISKCON Temple in Atlanta. It is one of the most revered and oldest temples here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm told it was established in 1952. It continues to be a center of great respect and prayers. 1970s is when it was established and continues to be a center of great respect and devotion for people here. But as you mentioned that yes, Diwali is now beyond Indian Hindu festival. All communities in fact gather to celebrate and join in the lights and celebrations of Diwali. If I could just tell you, yesterday we were visiting Bab Swaminarayan temple, and the people of course from the Hindu community that all gathered there, but there were also people from other community. There was a gentleman from Bangladesh, from Muslim community. He'd come with his family and he had said that on Diwali, on all the days of the Diwali celebrations, he comes with his friends and family to the temples because he sees as a common heritage of the entire subcontinent.
Right,
the message that Diwali delivers is a message for the entire humanity, not any particular faith. So in that sense, there is a great binding force that the festivity like Diwali has here. Of course, for Indian Americans, it is a celebration of their roots. These are days when temples are specially decorated. There are programs. There are also events, firecrackers that are lit sometime in the evening. There's a common space that is created.
Right.
So in that sense, a mini India is created, especially around temple premises. Mark?
Right, we leave it there. Thank you very much, Shubhendu Ghosh and Vinod Kumar. Thank you for both joining us and enlightening us about how Diwali has become an international festival in many, many respects. Now, on the eve of Diwali, the 8th edition of the Deepotsav in Ayodhya witnessed the setting of 2 Guinness World Records. These included the highest number of participants performing a simultaneous diya rotation and also the largest display of oil lamps.
So basically, in the last 6 days, we prepared this Ram Ki Pedi as well as the Lakshman Ghat area where the Saryu Aarti happens for 2 different attempts. So we created new records for both the attempts. For Aarti, it is 1121, and for oil lamps, it is 25 lakh, 1200 and 585.
Well, that's all we have time for on this edition of this special program, India Celebrates Diwali. We would have loved to give you more news, but on Diwali, and that we will continue to give you news in our next bulletin, especially in the news hour, which comes at 9 p.m. We'll also be focusing quite a lot on Diwali, so do join us then. And for those of you on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on the DD India mobile app, which is available on both Android and iOS platforms. Scan the QR code and download it now. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Mark Lin, and from all of us here, thanks very much for watching this special program, India Celebrates Diwali. Namaskar.